Hello, good morning. I hope you had a wonderful holiday yesterday. My name is Denisia Pomaije and I have just one task to bring you AM News. We begin from politics, where youth resident of Sakai, Sani Kantombuku says after 12 years of falling prey to the deceit of politicians, they are unprepared to be shortchanged again. He warned that they will stage a demonstration against any political party that will come for campaign in the area without fixing the telecommunication challenge. Now, Sani Kantombuku made these statements at a press conference held in Sakai. Joining us is Upper West Regional correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Sakai.
Make a phone call at Sakai, located at the southwestern corridor of the Sisala East municipality. It is not for the faint-hearted. Assemblyman of Sakai, Benny Elijah, further painted a mental picture of the situation.
We normally have to go to the bush because it's like there's network in Ping. We have to go between Ping and Sakai then before we could make a call. Sometimes you have to go and then you climb a tree, which you can even fall, and a snake can even bite you in the bush. So because of that, it's something that is actually affecting us.
This is the frustration that residents of Sakai, located about 43 kilometers away from their municipal capital, Tumu, go through on daily basis. Mind you, it is not a movie, it is real, as lack of telecommunication network is drawing back the development of the area. The lack of telecommunication network has not only affected mobile phone services, but other essential services in the area, which by extension affect the daily lives of the people. The hardest hit, arguably, are nurses and teachers. Quality healthcare and education services are truncated as a result of the unreliable telecommunication services.
We are denied of our right, which is the network. As we speak today, we are in a computer era. We, the students, our teachers, and even our farmers. Now we register day in, day out to farm and for agri purposes. Students get admission letters, but they don't get them on time because of the network. Our teachers are being posted to different areas, but they don't get it on time because of the network. It's really affecting us. We need network. We need to see network this year, this very year.
Nurses at the Sakai community find it difficult to communicate with their colleagues outside the community when they are to transfer emergency cases, especially pregnant women.
Our clinic, we have this bus which always send the women for when they are in labor. So since there's no network, the person who always send the people to Tumutu for labor, anytime they try to reach the person, they don't get them early.
Worried and angered about their current situation, residents of the community, led by the youth of the area, held a press conference to voice their frustration on the issue. They held placards, boldly written on them, "No network, no vote, and we mean business." Sakai Youth President Kantombuku articulated their concerns.
Still leave the facility at times to go and check the validity of patients' health insurance scheme, health insurance card at designated portions. Some nurses and government officials posted to Sakai have refused to come because of absence of network. If it is a cyber crime, a cyber threat to the people of Sakai and Hamjakla at large, our students and staff cannot access internet resources in school. Our youths have densely migrated to towns with adequate network. NGOs who seek to support women find it very difficult to communicate, and people have to meet in bushes even midnight to do transactions. It is really bad.
The youth also has the backing of the assemblyman of the area, Benny Elijah. He touted the digitization agenda championed by Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. For the people of Sakai, they are haraba, loosen out on it.
For us, we have not seen anything like that. So we think that we have been left behind. Because if we are part of the digital nation and if we are part of the country, I think by now they would have listened to us too.
They warned that they will boycott this year's election.
A good 12 years of deceit is enough, and we shall not go to the polls. Our point is clear. We shall not go to the polls this year, 2024, without a good and workable network.
The irony, however, is that there is a solar-powered telecommunication mast in the community, which we are told is not in use. Our checks with unofficial source further reveal that it has some power generation gaps during peak hours. However, plans are afoot to connect it and other similar sites to hybrid power generation, that is solar and grid power. The question remains, how soon will it be fixed? Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Sakai.
Let's stay a while on politics. The National Democratic Congress in the Asawasi constituency has officially kicked off its campaign, marking an important moment for its supporters and the local community. The party is seeking to garner at least 35% of votes in the Ashanti region in the December 7 presidential election. There's more in this report by David Opoku, read to you.
Campaign launch was led by Member of Parliament for Tamale South constituency, Haruna Idrisu. He asked the youth of Asawasi to rally behind the incumbent MP, Muntaka Mubarak.
To the young people, be assured that when Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes, he will work to address the growing unemployment in our country and provide opportunity for young people to have their jobs.
Haruna Idrisu highlighted NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama's ambitious plan to tackle unemployment through the introduction of a digital entrepreneur program. The program aims to train 300,000 young individuals in IT skills in partnership with Microsoft and provide them with a startup capital.
One of the major flagship programs of Excellency John Dramani Mahama to address unemployment will be the introduction of what we call the Digi entrepreneurs. He will train 300,000 Ghanaians, young people in IT skills, in collaboration with Microsoft, so that you contribute meaningful to the development of our country. Those entrepreneurs will be supported with capital. He will call them the digital entrepreneurs. In short, the Digi entrepreneurs.
The NDC is seeking to secure at least 35% of the votes in the Ashanti region to pave the way for John Dramani Mahama's presidency. Haruna Idrisu says achieving this goal would require tireless dedication and hard work.
We need just a little above 35% in Ashanti region, and we declare John Dramani Mahama the winner of the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election. That is our aspiration, and we must work towards that.
The NDC also warned the NPP against any attempts at electoral malpractice in the upcoming elections. The Member of Parliament for Asawasi constituency, Muntaka Mubarak, emphasized the need to uphold the integrity of the general election, including all polling stations in the Ashanti region.
All that Excellency John Dramani Mahama is asking for is give me an opportunity of 4 years to add to my other 4 years, so that fairly you can measure me as president that I served you for 8 years under the Fourth Republic. This is what John Dramani Mahama is asking for. 4 more. As for the NPP, they are the worst government in the history of the Fourth Republic. The NPP will go. And as for them saying that they want to engage in any act of fraud, we will fish them out in Ashanti region this time. Very simple. Utu wa about ya. About 4 o'clock. Now I shall come boo. Now I shall keep fit at there. Now about police station. Yeah, kind of. Omo kind of when him. Omo ye big seats look round. Now the ballot opportunity. Now my collection center. Collection center. Yeah, declare the offer.
David Opoku's report for Joy News.
Well, from politics, let me take you to the health sector. The Kolebu Teaching Hospital chapter of the Federation of Allied Health Professionals have given a 7-day ultimatum to the Ministry of Health and the Labour Commission to get them a seat on the management board of the hospital, or they resume their industrial action as engagements with stakeholders over their grievances begin on Tuesday. The group, consisting of 23 health professional bodies at the hospital, embarked on an industrial action on the 31st of July, demanding they be involved in the management of the hospital. Prince Kwame Kudoga was at the facility to gauge the mood of the people there and has come through with this report.
The Federation of Allied Health Professionals consists of 23 health professional bodies, including radiographers, physiotherapists, lab scientists, and audiologists, among others. They declared a strike in protest of their absence on the management team of the hospital. At the laboratory unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, patients were being turned away due to the strike by these allied health professionals. The news team caught up with this young man who came all the way from Aguna Swedro but had to be turned away due to the strike. He was frustrated.
I'm coming from Aguna Swedro. You know, it's very frustrating because considering this long journey and you come here for them to go on strike, it's kind of a stressful situation that people can really do nothing. You just have to return and find the appropriate time and come back again.
You have to go back to Australia.
Yeah. That
should be a strain on your finances.
Yeah, it's a strain on my finances, but what can we do? I came here unannounced, not aware of the situation. And coming to meet this circumstance is kind of frustrating. So I can't deal with the situation. I have to get back with them, continue with whatever I have to do.
The chairman of the Kolebu chapter of the Federation, Dr. Francis Kwachi Entry, announcing the suspension of the industrial action following a directive by the NLC that expressed confidence in the outcome of the impending engagement with stakeholders.
Leadership received a letter from the National Labour Commission, and we have been summoned. Management and board of Kolebu Teaching Hospital actually pleaded with the commission to intervene. Surprisingly, something that we thought they could resolve, they have petitioned the commission to intervene. And so, as law-abiding professionals, after exhaustive consultation with executives, with the council, and then with general membership, we have agreed to suspend our industrial action. God willing, tomorrow, which is the 6th of August 2024, we expect that all our members will resume to work. We have been summoned to meet the commission tomorrow, God willing, at 11 a.m. in the morning. And so leadership will go and meet with the commission, and we are hopeful.
He, however, warned they will not hesitate to resume the strike within 7 days if their demands are not met.
All we are demanding for is for the appointment of a director of Allied Health, not just Kolebu Teaching Hospital, but for the entire teaching hospitals. Minister actually pleaded with us to give him 7 days to resolve this matter. And I think we are still, the 7 days will be exhaustive on Wednesday. I think by Wednesday, the 7 days will be exhausted. I think there is time for everything, as the Bible put it. And this is the time, from 2024 and beyond, we are not going to accept the fact that we are second-class citizens anymore. Whatever thing that is for all of us in the health sector, we would demand our fair share.
The solution to preventing a full-blown strike action lies with how these engagements go. We are waiting to see how government handles their grievances. Prince Kwame Kudoga's report for Joy News.
So let's stay a while in the health sector. The Bronx Ahafo Catholic Cooperative Society for Development, BACSOD, has held a health screening exercise for the general public in Techiman as part of its 50th anniversary celebration. The exercise, which forms part of the group's corporate social responsibility, was also aimed at encouraging the public, particularly traders with busy schedules, to know their health conditions early in order to seek timely medical treatment. Anas Sabit has more.
The screening exercise, which forms part of a series of activities lined up by management of BACSOD as part of the bank's 50th anniversary celebrations, is a platform for both customers and the general public to help improve their well-being. The patrons were screened for various ailments including ear, nose and throat examination, blood sugar, hepatitis B, eye screening, blood pressure, amongst others. Sapon Francis is the manager of the Chiman BACSOD Cathedral.
BACSOD is 50 years as we speak. We have a lot of activities as part of our 50th anniversary. This month, being the month of June, we are organizing free health screening for our customers, our members, and then the general public at large. So that has been one of our corporate social responsibility we are organizing for the people of Techiman.
Francis says the health of customers remain paramount and hence the need to provide a platform particularly for people whose busy schedules continue to prevent them from visiting the hospitals for medical checkups.
We see the health of our customers as very paramount. That is why we see the need to ensure that, most of the customers too, especially those who are in the market, they find it very difficult to be at the hospital to screen themselves. So as part of our core mandate to help improve their livelihood in terms of health, we see and deem it necessary to organize the free medical screening for them to enjoy it.
Don Addison is a physician assistant at the Holy Family Hospital. He admonishes the general public to take medical screening exercises seriously as a means of diagnosing their medical conditions early to help in its management.
Medical screening exercises usually helps with early detection of some diseases and disorders that usually people who don't have symptoms, they carry along or they walk with. Yes, so when we have these screening exercises, people come in and then by way of we screening them through the various clinics, they get to know that they had some conditions they were not even aware of. Yeah, so when we usually have these medical screening exercises, this is what it helps and it comes with.
Some members of the general public who participated in the exercise also spoke to Joy News.
It's very important because the health of individual is very, very important. Normally, we don't go to hospital to check our BPs and other things, sugar levels. So when an opportunity like this comes and you get opportunity to go and check it, I'm very thankful to BACSOD for giving us this ground to do this health count. I'm very, very grateful.
I'm very grateful for what they have been doing. BACSOD have been good to us, the customers and the society. They have been good to us. I've been with BACSOD for more than 10 years, myself and my company too. So BACSOD have been good to us. And this health screening will help us a lot. And we are very grateful to them.
The Golden Jubilee of the Bron Ahafo Cooperative Society for Development, BACSOD, is being held under the theme, Building Together, Growing Together. Anas Sabit.
Oh well, it's now time for business updates with Benjamin Akapo.
Welcome to Business Now. And economist Dr. Patrick Esuming is urging government to focus on stabilizing the economy to help improve the country's ratings. It follows a decision by ratings agency Fitch to still classify Ghana as a restrictive default country, despite progress made in restructuring external debts. Professor Esuming maintains that if the corrective measures are taken, the good ratings will come by themselves.
Personally, I don't think we should be focusing too much on good ratings. I think we should focus on building or rebuilding our economy, making sure that we complete the debt restructuring and our debt books will look better. And then also continue with the reforms that we are doing to improve public finances. But more importantly, rebuild the economy to be more resilient. When we do those things, ratings will automatically follow. I think if you focus too much on doing things with rating agencies, that will not necessarily be the way to go.
But so far,
we should see rebuilding the economy as a priority. And then once the economy is on a stronger footing, the rating agencies will automatically upgrade that.
Let's talk taxes now. And taxes paid by MTN to government witnessed some significant increments for the first 6 months of the year. This was captured in MTN's financial statement ending June 2024. George Riafe has more on that.
MTN's profit for the first 6 months of this year showed that it paid 3.9 billion Ghana cedis. This actually represents more than 44% jump from the 2.7 billion Ghana cedis that it paid in the same period for last year. According to the telecoms giant, this came from direct and indirect taxes that it paid to government from January to June this year. MTN Net Financials also added that it paid 289 million Ghana cedis in fees and levies, as well as other payments to several government agencies this year. These taxes, according to MTN, represent about 52% of its revenue posted for this year. These payments are coming at a time that concerns have been raised about whether MTN is paying the required taxes to the state, looking at the strong growth in earnings over the past years. Its half-year numbers showed that revenue crossed 8 billion Ghana cedis, whilst profit before tax hit 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. Despite the challenging environment, MTN is optimistic that it would end the year on a good note, with revenue growing above 20% for next year.
And that's it for our business updates this morning. Handing over back to Denisia Poma-Ajay.
Thank you, Benjamin. And that's it for AM News. My name is Denisia Poma-Ajay. Up next is the News Review. Have a lovely day.